I think this is the town hall, and this is the entrance door. I think he's Steve Bonnet. He has aged fast. Good morning, Steve.
Good morning. I'm sorry, do we know each other?
It's been a while, hasn't it, Uncle Steve?
Uncle Steve? There was only one child that called me that. It can't be. Willy, is that really you?
Yes, Steve, it's really me, Willy Morgan.
Son, how are you? Sorry if I don't get up, but my back is killing me. Sitting here all day is bad for my health.
All good, Steve. Thank you.
Tell me, what brought you back to Bonetown? It's been years since the last time I saw you.
For the anniversary of my dad's disappearance. It's been 10 years. I was thinking of swinging by the cemetery.
Already 10 years? Time seems to have stopped in Bonetown since then. I sought refuge in my job to forget. I don't see your mother. Does she know you're here?
I told her I was leaving. She's away on a business trip.
How is she? I tried many times to contact you in recent years, but she never answered.
It was very tough for her, too. She preferred to make a clean break from the past, concentrating on me and her job. Bonetown is a memory that still hurts a lot.
I understand.
How are things going here in Bonetown?
Not very well, I'd say. It's becoming harder and harder to run Bonetown. People leave, and the problems are constantly increasing.
You mean the lack of courtesy at the old inn?
Are you staying at the old inn? The owner seems to be grumpy and surly. But actually, all right. I'll try to talk to him at the first opportunity. I'll write it down among the many things to do. I'd let you stay here, but to deal with the city expenses, I left my old house. Now I sleep in that little room over there. It's the only way I've found to be able to run Bonetown as best as I can.
Have you ever thought of hiring someone to give you a hand?
Yes, but funds are limited, and nobody wanted to take on this responsibility.
I saw some construction work on the buildings.
That's one of the bigger problems in the city. It seems that our water resources are drying up. Some people say that upriver, certain companies have been doing excavations that caused the fracturing of some faults. But I launched an investigation, and there's no correlation. So I'm trying to solve the problem by recovering rainwater. And at the moment, it seems to be working.
I hope so, for Bonetown. Do you remember what happened to my father?
It's always painful for me to talk about Henry. We grew up almost like brothers, before he decided to leave and become one of the most famous archaeologists in the world. Despite his work, he always found the time to come back here to the family, and to meet his old friends. Unfortunately, his disappearance is still shrouded in mystery. The night before that fateful day, we went out together. We said goodbye in front of the old inn, where he was staying. The next morning, I stopped by to say hello, but there was no trace of him. His room was intact. The innkeeper said he didn't see him going out. That's all I know. Since then, I've been racking my brain to understand what happened. Henry seems to have vanished into thin air.
Just like Mom always tells me. Do you, by any chance, know what Dad was working on?
I wouldn't know. Whenever he'd come to Bonetown, he told us fantastic stories of the places he explored. We felt like we were there with him.
Dad was always an exceptional narrator. When he told me a story before bed, I couldn't sleep right away, but instead spent a good part of the night fantasizing.
He used to do the same thing with us here in Bonetown. Everyone was enthralled by him.
See you later.
Come back whenever you want. You'll always find me here.
Thanks. These are stamps of Bonetown. There's a lot of disorder up there. I don't think that ransacking this paperwork will help me in any way. What a weird globe. It's covered in notes. Drugstore of Dr. Fred Every. Good morning.
Good morning. What can I do for you?
I was just browsing.
No problem. But please don't touch anything without my permission. I've arranged everything so that it will make my work easier.
What work?
I'm developing a recipe that will make me rich. I just have to find the final ingredients.
Can I help you somehow?
Let me think. Maybe there's something you could do. I need to go to the warehouse to get some things I couldn't find anywhere else in town. But I need a specific plant that grows here in these surroundings. It's a plant with white flowers that only grows in places exposed to the sun, but also with enough moisture.
No problem. I'll see if I can pick one up and bring it to you.
No. It's extremely delicate. Any contact with the acids in human skin could ruin its essence. You should use specific instruments to pick it up and carry it. If you're willing to give me a hand, I can provide you with all you need.
All right.
Very well. Help yourself to the container and the trowel near the door. Once you've identified the plant, use the trowel to put it in the container.
I figured as much.
Thanks. It will also take me a while to find what I need in the warehouse. We'll meet back here.
All right. Can I have some candies?
Unfortunately, I have to say no. The ones you see in the shop are needed to complete the recipe I'm working on, as well as for my livelihood.
I noticed.
If you have some pocket change, there's a candy vending machine right outside the shop. You can take as much as you want. It's only 5 cents for a candy.
Thanks a lot. What are you working on exactly?
It's a recipe of my own concoction for a new non-alcoholic drink. As soon as I find all the ingredients, I'll patent it. I've written everything I need on this piece of paper I found in the back room. There's still some ingredients missing to complete the recipe. Then I'm sure my life will take a turn, and I could say goodbye to Bone Town.
What's that piece of paper?
I honestly don't know. I was going through the back room when the new recipe suddenly hit me. I grabbed the first piece of paper I came across to write down the ingredients.
Can I see it?
I'd rather you not. Our sector is very competitive. If I let you read the ingredients, you could steal my recipe. I can give it to you after the recipe is completed, when I'll be sure nobody will copy my work.
Okay. Goodbye.
See you soon. When you find the plant with the white flowers, make sure to be as gentle as you can.
I'll do my best. I better be going now. The owner was clearly in a great hurry to leave. It contains a lot of jelly beans. It's a 3D printer. It's weird seeing something so technologically advanced here in Bone Town. Blacksmith since 1827. I think he knows his business. I can't believe it. Somebody brought the engine of an F-18 to get fixed. This blacksmith must be very good. Let's see if there's anyone here. They could always come in handy. I don't know how, but it could be useful. Better take them with me. You never know. It's the Bone Town Armory. A gun from the 18th century. There's also a little inscription, J. Roger. I could be wrong, but I think it's John Rogers' gun, one of Kid's crew. I need to get hold of it. The engraving says J. Roger. Let's try to see if there's something that might be useful to my research. Oops, I better put everything back as it was. Sorry, my mistake.
Careful, boy. I don't like to repeat myself, so I'll tell you only once. It's not wise taking something without permission in a shop that sells weapons.
Thanks for the advice. This alarm is a problem. I have to find a way to avoid activating it. It's a little catapult. It looks like a toy. Good morning.
Good morning to you, young man. Are you interested in something?
How long has this shop been running?
Basically ever since Bone Town existed. In every town there's a shop selling weapons, and Rogers is the ultimate shop in the city. We have weapons from all countries and all ages. Our centerpiece is that gun on display over there. It dates all the way back to the early 1700s. My grandpa found it hidden in his attic. It's in a perfect state of preservation.
I'd only like to take a look, thanks. How does your alarm system work?
It detects the presence, weight, and dimensions of the object. As soon as this is removed, it immediately goes off. The only chance to steal it would be to substitute the gun with another identical one. But being one of a kind, it's absolutely impossible. I'd say it's a foolproof system.
Understood. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Sorry, can I take these scissors?
It seems to me it's the only thing suitable for you in this shop. Round edges for greater security. Go ahead and take them. And don't forget to advertise Rogers Weapons Shop.
Thank you. It's a souvenir photo booth and some posters belonging to the Lafitte Park. There's also a super promotion. 1 shot, 3 posters. Interesting. Let's try and hope it still works. There's a super promotion. With a single shot, you'll see yourself in your current form, in the guise of a pirate, and, brand new option, in the guise of a drunk pirate. All offered by the Lafitte Amusement Park. The things you do to attract customers. Woo! I better go out and recover the posters. I'm curious to admire the different versions of myself. Great, 3 posters of me. I wouldn't say I'm exactly photogenic, but the flash didn't exactly help either. I can't take anything until the seagull goes away. It's the seagull's nest. I can see many little objects inside that it surely picked up around Bonetown. Wait a minute. I believe I see a coin. I think I could find a use for it. Keep out. Threatening, but not excessively. The planks still look in good shape. I'd say all these signs create only unjustified panic. And this comes from someone who rode a bike with no brakes. I don't really know how it works. There should be some instructions somewhere. 1699. The light will guide you. I guess it's praise for the job this lighthouse had to do. I wonder how many ships it helped dock safely. There's also a list of things to do. 1. Start. 2. Steer. It doesn't seem difficult. It doesn't work if the lighthouse is off. I think this is the best possible way to use these matches. Once you used a certain kind of oil to light a fire. From the condition of the lighthouse, I'd say it's very likely there's still some left. I'm not risking burning anything, and I'm isolated from other houses. Great, but it's better to close the opening, or I'll risk that flame burning out. Good job. Okay, let's try. It's practically impossible if you don't have any coordinates. There's no recognizable place mentioned as reference for where to aim the lighthouse. It's a piece of the map belonging to Captain Kidd, but I can't do anything with it if I don't find all the other 8 pieces as well. Hello.
Hello, dude. Peace be with you. May I help you somehow?
Is smoking allowed in this shop?
Dude, who do you take me for? I could never go against the law and cause harm.
It looks like you're smoking.
No, dude, this is the new frontier. Electronic cigarettes.
I see. Aromatized flavor?
Yeah, you could say that. An aroma that expands your mind to connect you with the whole.
I'm content. I don't want to investigate further. I like the selection of instruments in this shop.
Thanks, dude. It took years to stock up so much choice, to test every single instrument to make it harmoniously perfect.
As in an orchestra where everything must be perfect?
No, dude. No. I'm talking about harmony, with a capital H. Each instrument has a sound that connects your inner self with the motion of the universe, making you a part of the whole.
And did you find the formula for this harmony?
Dude, for more than 50 years, I've experienced things that link me with the harmony of the universe, but the path is still long, and there's still a lot to try.
That's not hard to believe. I'd be curious to know what kind of experiments you conducted.
Better not ask certain things, dude.
In this case, I agree. Goodbye.
Goodbye. I wish you peace and love.
A tuning fork can always come in handy. Excuse me, can I take that tuning fork?
Sure. It's available to customers to find harmony.
Thanks. Hey, there are other musical instruments here too, but these seem to be more ancient. Don't touch. Property of the Fly family. It should work. What was that? There's a hideout in the wall. The opening mechanism seems to have activated with the sound of the instrument. The opening is too narrow. I can't even see what's inside. It's a bow, but it's so old that the strings are worn out. I'll take it with me. If I can find a way to replace the strings, I can use the cello. It seems antique. Very antique. There's an inscription. Walter Fly, 1712. Walter Fly is the same name that my father wrote in his letter found in the library. It looks like a mechanical piano. I can't play it. To make it work, a musical roll would be necessary. I never saw one so old, though. There's an engraving. Walter Fly, 1712. It seems something is missing from the piano in the back room.
Dude, you have sharp eyes. That is one of the first mechanical pianos. It works with a specific roll that makes the melody start.
Can you tell me where I can find a roll?
Impossible. I know there was only one for that model, but it was lost long before I was even born. My father told me that his grandfather loaned it to someone. For what reason, I don't know. And then it was never given back. I have no idea where it might have ended up.
Thanks anyway. Goodbye.
Goodbye. I wish you peace and love.